Morning, everybody, and welcome to the Retired Living Truth series. My name's Brett Janelle, and I'll be your meeting host today. It's great to see so many familiar faces. Today, we're going to be taking a virtual community tour with Barbara and Lauren at Revel Rancharrah. And Revel Rancharrah is one of our newest independent living communities here in the area. Our tour today will take approximately 40 minutes, and after the tour, you'll be able to ask questions of our tour guides, Barbara and Lauren, and we'll end the meeting today sometime on or just before 11 a.m., depending on how many questions we have. So let me go ahead and introduce our tour guides. Today, I have Barbara Seiler and Lauren O'Farrell from Revel Rancharrah, and I'm excited to learn more about their wonderful community, as I'm sure you all are. So let me hand it over to you, Barbara and Lauren.
Thank you, Brett. We so appreciate it. I'm Lauren.
Good morning, and I'm Barbara Seiler.
And we are so grateful you all joined us today. Thank you so much for taking the time to hop on here with us. And we did a pre-recorded tour for you. We have some dead spots in the area, so we wanted to make sure it was a flawless tour for you all. So hopefully there's no technical difficulties.
We also wanted to just start a couple of quick things so that you know about us. We are located over at Bill Harrah's iconic Rancharrah property, which many of you are familiar with in South Reno. So we're very, very excited to be a part of this community. We just opened our doors a year ago, late December of 2019, and we are currently about 50% occupied. So we do have available apartments, and we love to do tours. So we are currently doing COVID conscious tours. You're going to hear that a little bit through our online tour today. But just to let you know, we are a non-smoking, pet-friendly, independent apartment community, and we're extremely happy to be a part of Reno and what's happening here now. So thank you all for taking the time this morning, and without further ado, we're going to get you on our tour.
Welcome to Revel Rancharrah. My name is Mark Schultz, and I'm the Executive Director. I want to thank you for taking the time to do this virtual tour with us. Our tour is going to show you some of our physical plant, some of our amenities, and other things that we have to offer here at Rancharrah. But I wanted to take a moment and talk about what really sets us apart, and that's our lifestyle. We really focus on a lifestyle that includes social, physical, emotional, and intellectual well-being. We want you out and about in the community. We don't want you just staying here on the property. We want you out and about with your family and friends and staying connected with all of your loved ones. So please sit back and enjoy the tour, and I look forward to seeing you again at the end of the tour.
Hi, I'm Lauren O'Farrell, one of the sales directors here at Revel Rancharrah.
And I'm Barbara Seiler, the other sales director here at Revel Rancharrah. As Mark said, we're taking you on a virtual tour, and we wanted to start at the beautiful entrance to our property. So let's get started.
We're outside in one of our beautiful courtyard areas where you can still come and enjoy a glass of wine or a meal with your family and friends. Due to COVID, we cannot have people inside of our community or in our restaurants, but our beautiful, warm outdoor areas allow you to still be social and visit with your loved ones.
Deuil, la Chine des horizons, c'est très utile si l'on sait égarer.
He checked. You eat breakfast?
That's all it's 50.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Chip's got something good.
He's
You know what he's got? He's got his flush pumpkin.
This is one of my favorite rooms in the house. This is our indoor heated saline pool, and you're looking at one of the aqua fitness instructors. We have aqua fitness here 5 days a week. I have had residents say, I can vacuum my own apartment. I feel so much better. My arthritis doesn't hurt me anymore. I love coming to your aqua fitness classes. That to me makes every minute worth it. This is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's nice and warm. The temperature of the pool is 82 degrees and the atmosphere is 85, so people can enjoy this at any time. We have lap swimmers, we have people that come in and walk, and we have our fitness enthusiasts. So come on in and check on out our beautiful indoor heated saline pool.
Hello, we're going to take you over to one of the most unique features that we have at Revel Rancharrah. We're part of the iconic Bill Harrah's estate, and it's absolutely gorgeous. We're going to run you over to the mansion now.
So the village at Rancharrah is being built up here to our left. That is going to be 5 restaurants and 8 retail shops, and those should all be starting to come up here in the spring. We are so excited to have all this just a stone's throw from our community, and we'll whisk you down here in our beautiful little golf cart.
We are so thrilled that Revel Rancharrah is a part of this beautiful estate and this beautiful new part of Reno. We are keeping the old traditions alive in the beautiful mansion and the beautiful grounds, but we're also adding more exciting and new things to do. If you join the club, you can join them for a Thursday night champagne cocktail toast. Welcome to our B1 unit. This is our smallest of our 5 2-bedroom floor plans. This one is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 818 square feet. It works very, very nicely for those people that just want a little extra space in their apartment. We have full kitchens in all of our units, as Lauren is going to show you now. There's a full refrigerator, dishwasher, full oven where you can cook a turkey, if you so choose, and a nice stovetop and microwave. All of our cabinetry is soft close, and they're really, really well-appointed kitchens. In this particular unit, this is our living space, and just off the living space, they have a 12 by 6 foot patio. The patios have lighting and electricity, and a lot of them have views of our beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains. The first smaller bedroom in this unit has actually been converted into an office space. We really like the creativity that our people that did the models used to make it so that 2 people can share office space. You can use that particular room for added sleeping space, art studio, maybe where you just store all of your activity materials that you do on a daily basis, whether you're a cyclist or a tennis player or you're out just collecting things to use on different art projects. When you come down the hallway, there's a beautiful master bedroom at the end of the hallway, and this one has a queen bed in it with a headboard. Really nice space for a little sitting area there at the window. There's enough space for a dresser and a very, very comfortable walk-in closet. All of our units are unfurnished here at Revel Rancharrah. They actually are all non-smoking, as is our entire community. In all of our 2 bedrooms, we have a full side-by-side washer and dryer. And in the 1 bedrooms, there is stackable washer and dryer, but every single unit has their own individual washers and dryers, which is very, very nice. And then our bathrooms all have a lot of space and very, very nice walk-in showers. The only units that have tubs are the 2-bedroom, 2 baths, but all of our units have these oversized walk-in showers. Nice cabinetry, really great lighting, and really easy to get around. So, there you have it. You've seen one of our 2-bedroom units here at Revel Rancharrah. We absolutely love showing you this, but please tell us what you'd like to see or learn more of and give us a call.
This is one of our 1-bedroom apartments. We have 4 different 1-bedroom floor plan layouts. This one is called an A5. This is a corner unit, so as you can see, there's no squares in here, but it is an absolutely wonderful open floor plan. I love this one for anybody who has a walker or a wheelchair or just wants that extra space to move around. You have a great L-shaped kitchen, and Barbara mentioned all the beautiful finishes that we have in here that are the same as every apartment. And out here you have beautiful views from all of our corners, as well as a small patio.
Our A5s do have a 6x6 sized patio, so a little bit smaller than the others, but this is a great apartment for a single person. As you go through, you have one of the largest bathrooms I've ever seen in my life. You could have a party in here. Again, the great walk-in shower. No trick, no slip. As you saw, all lights turn on when I come in. All of our apartments are smart apartments, and there's a feature called Casper. And we would love to have you come in so we could show you and teach you a little bit more about Casper, our artificial intelligence portion of all of our apartments. And as Barbara mentioned, we do have a stackable washer and dryer in all of our 1 bedrooms. Even though they're stackable, they're full-sized, so you can wash more than 1 sheet at a time. You can actually do a full load of laundry. And then we'll turn around and show you the beautiful master. This is also a queen-sized bed. And you get a very generous walk-in closet with this A5 floor plan. Lots of options for decorating. They've done a great job with these model apartments to show you how you can decorate, but you can always put your own flavor and twist on it. We still have plenty of these A5 floor plans and 1 bedrooms available. So come on in, we would love to show you what we have and the beautiful views from Rancharrah.
Welcome into your art studio here at Revel Rancharrah. The creative minds of our residents are what drives the programs that we do every day. We've done everything from floral arranging classes to tie-dye t-shirt classes to leatherworks to warmers that go over your shoulders to relieve your stress during these COVID times. We do everything that our residents want and more. We love to hear from you. We want to do what you're interested in learning how to do, and we'll find a way to create it. We have a beautiful space with views of our mountains, and they inspire us to do even more and exciting creative things. So welcome in. I'd love for you to meet one of our residents here at Revel. And Susie, what is it that you like most about Revel?
Well, I just got back from a beautiful, beautiful walk, and there are so many beautiful grounds we can walk on. We go up to the park, we can climb the hill, there's paths all over that you can take, and it's wonderful. I also love the camaraderie of all the residents. You go in, they make you feel welcome. I love playing cards, and of course I love Aquafit with our very special person who directs it. She does an awesome job, and I'm not saying that because she's standing there filming me. But anyway, we have a wonderful time here, and I'm so glad that I got here before COVID, because if I were living alone, I think I'd be going stir crazy by now.
Our fabulous fitness studio where we host classes, and it's also open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for our residents to use at their leisure. We do ask that everybody wipe down everything, be as COVID conscious as possible, and everyone's been very respectful. We host everything from mat yoga, chair yoga, tai chi, strength and balance classes, and anything else that our residents would like to try in here. And they can also come and just do some free weights, work on balance, work on stability. And they also, during non-COVID times, have a personal trainer that they can hire and bring in and utilize those services as well.
So welcome into our private dining room here at Revel Rancharrah. One of our most unique features about our beautiful community is our 5-star food. We honestly have a very flexible program for you and your dining needs. This private dining room, after COVID is over, can be booked for your family event, for your own special friends, or a special celebration. It has the ability to show video or photos up on our beautiful screen in here. But in addition to that, the one thing that makes us, as Mark said, unique to other communities, our dining program doesn't say that you have to go down and have breakfast, lunch, or dinner any day at any time. We have 2 restaurants. We have the Social Club and Ovations, and both of those restaurants are available 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. We really want to give you the flexibility of when you're ready to eat to come down and have a dining experience. You get to order off of a menu. You're served by our wonderful wait staff. There's no tipping. It's all included in your monthly fees. There is a limit to your amount that you do every month. It is 550 points per resident, but most of our residents, quite honestly, don't use up all of their points. They have full kitchens in their units. They go out and meet family and friends, and we encourage that. But here at Revel, you don't want to leave because the food is so good. So we're quick going to panel through the restaurant because it's always a little bit loud, and we're just going to show you the 2 restaurants and walk through. And then again, we'd love for you to come on a COVID-conscious tour and experience our food in one of our model showrooms. Kitchen where we can watch our chefs at work during the day. They do phenomenal soups and incredible salads.
Hey, Al!
The other thing about our meal points is here at Revel, you can use your meal points towards alcoholic beverages. So you'll have to come down and try one of our specialty cocktails, like our magnificent Revel Margarita.
This is one of our outdoor dining areas where we can have family, guests, and visitors on warm days sit underneath our heaters in the wintertime and, of course, enjoy this beautiful courtyard in the summertime. During COVID, this has been utilized so much. So we've really enjoyed having family, visitors, and friends out here. And of course, our residents can enjoy this anytime as well. We have our outdoor barbecues and kitchen area that we use with any excuse, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Friday night, but our residents can use that too. They can come down and barbecue on a Friday night with their family, tri-tip burgers, whatever you'd like. And of course, our pool house in the middle, and our beautiful outdoor area and another fire pit in the middle of the courtyard over there.
Hello everyone. I want to introduce you to 3 of our most wonderful and newest residents to Revel Rancharrah. This is Stephanie, and I'm going to let her introduce her 2 pals to you.
Hi, Barbara. I'm Stephanie, and this is Delilah. She is a 10-year-old Maltese, and she's here with her uncle, Sam, who is 13, and we are very, very happy here at Revel Rancharrah. We feel like everybody seems to know us. We're family, and everybody's so kind and so patient with us, and it's a wonderful, welcoming place to live. We are very, very lucky to be here and be part of this community.
And she did remind me about their little stop at our front desk every day.
I keep forgetting about that. I'm so used to it at this point. This one pulls me in the front door, regardless of how far we've gone on our walk. She pulls me in the front door and takes me around to the side of the front desk, and there are treats. Yes, they know where the treats are, which drawer they're in, and so the front desk staff has to offer these 2. Every day is Halloween for them, what can I say? So they just love it here, and so do I. It's good. It's all good.
Stephanie, thank you so much. And Sam and Delilah, thank you. I owe you both a treat. Halloween is on its way.
Mary? Oh, look at you two.
I gotta go to the other side.
Do you can let me want to put the picture taken? Of course, they got their pictures taken. Yeah. Happy Halloween. Yeah.
We decided we had to show the experience from beginning to end. So here are Sam and Delilah meeting Pat at our concierge desk.
Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed our tour today. I would like to offer an invitation for you to come in and experience a meal with us in one of our model units and experience some of our service and our culinary expertise. I really hope you enjoyed this today, and I hope to see you soon.
Okay, so that is the conclusion of our video tour, but we would love to answer questions that anybody has, and anything that came up during the video that you would like more information on, we are here to answer questions.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lauren and Barbara. Let me just unmute everybody, or allow everybody to unmute themselves. And just while I'm doing that, so everyone now has the ability to unmute themselves. I just wanted to put up a quick poll for those who might like to learn a little bit more about Revel Rancharrah from Barbara and Lauren. And the first question you should have appearing on your screen is, if you'd like an in-person tour that Barbara and Lauren and Mark have kindly offered, just check the box or just say yes, and Barbara and Lauren will reach out and schedule a one-on-one tour for you, including a meal by the sound of it. Is that correct, Lauren, Barbara?
It is, yes. We would love to treat you guys. We have such a unique dining experience, and that's something that our residents absolutely rave about. And I've worked in senior living for a long time, and I've never experienced dining like I have in this restaurant. It's wonderful.
And then secondly, perhaps you aren't ready for a tour, but would have some questions that are specific in nature. Lauren and Barbara would be happy to reach out to you, so you can just say yes or no there as appropriate. And okay, I was going to say, does everyone have the poll on the screen? But I now see people responding. And then thirdly, if you would like to attend our upcoming seminar or webinar on the truth about who should be on your team on November the 17th, just mark that and we'll go ahead and get you registered. And then just lastly, we have another community virtual tour coming up on December the 3rd with Morningstar, which is an independent assisted living and memory support community. If you would like to attend that, just mark that as well. So I'll just leave the poll up for a moment. And then, yeah, who has a question for Lauren and Barbara?
I have one. This is Pat Perky and Whistle.
Hi, Pat.
Hi. Are you going to discuss prices at all with us today?
Sure, we absolutely can. So we have a range of pricing, and that is because we have studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms. And of those, we have 4 different 1-bedroom floor plans and 5 different 2-bedroom floor plans. And, oh, sorry, I just got a comment up there. Can everybody hear us right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So our studios start at $3,095 a month. Our 1 bedrooms start at $3,745, and our 2 bedrooms start at $4,795, I believe, right now. And that's all inclusive pricing as well. So we probably should go into a little bit of detail about what that includes. The shorter list is what it doesn't include, and that is a telephone. We do not include a telephone service, but your Wi-Fi, your internet, your cable, your food points, all of your amenities, all of our activities, all of that is included in your monthly rent. And Barbara, do you want to add to that?
No, I think that people are pretty familiar with it, but we really let you know that all of your bills, all of your transportation, all of your activities, everything that you do here at Revel Rancharrah is included in the price. There's just a few things that we know, we have on your own, such as if you have your own car or you have to get your own groceries. But other than that, we have residents that live here that don't ever grocery shop anymore. They eat all of their meals with us here in our restaurants. So you have an option to do both.
Great, thank you. That's actually less than I anticipated.
Thanks, Pat.
I have a question.
Sure, Jeanette.
Are the rents paid, like, is it a month-to-month rental or is it a yearly lease?
We are month-to-month rentals. If you do take advantage of one of our monthly specials, it does require a year lease. But if you do not take advantage of a special, it is month-to-month.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Jeanette, I would just like to add to that. Thank you for asking that question. We currently are running a special in November that if people sign up and take possession of a unit in November, they get December free. So we run certain specials like that and they change every month for Lauren and I, and we honestly don't get to know what the next special is until the first day of that next month. But we do have a special currently running. And in the last 2.5 months, we've moved in 18 new apartments. We're really proud of that. So there's a lot of people right now in our community, I think, that this social isolation has really made people want to have more interaction. And we luckily have kept COVID out of our community, and we're doing a lot of activities, and they get to eat in our restaurants right now. So they also have the freedom to come and go, which is really a nice thing. So thank you for asking. Sorry.
I had a question. These prices are for one person. So if two people live in one apartment, is there a better deal?
So as far as a second person fee, we do have a second person fee, and that includes their meal points, their amenities and activities and utilities. There's 2 different options for that. So if you would like 550 food points for the second person, that is an additional $700 per month. If you would like less food points, if you're not big eaters or you do cook in your apartments a lot or you love to go out in the community, you can do an additional 150 food points for $350.
So that's the extra charge on top of what the apartment cost per month. Thanks.
I'm glad you asked that question too, Estelle, because I realized we didn't include that there also is once a week cleaning in our apartments included in that, and they clean the floors and the countertops in the bathrooms. And you know, we again are cleaning for 2 people versus 1, so it takes a little bit longer and things like that nature. So you just reminded me, we didn't remember to tell you that. So thank you.
So how much is cleaning if there's 2 people? Oh, it's included. Okay.
I will touch a little bit on the meal points too. If you don't use all your food points, you can roll over up to half of them to the next month. We've had people get very creative on how to spend their points too. And we also have a chef's table dinner at the end of every month that everyone raves about. It's a 4-course dinner and there's live music. It's absolutely delicious. So if you follow us on Facebook or social media, we always post about those dinners. This last one was, I believe it was sea bass and scallops and a delicious dessert, and it includes a glass of wine. It's a wonderful evening at the end of every month, and that's a way to use up some of the points you might not have throughout the month.
And I would just like to add to that, you can take half of your points to the next month, but you cannot stockpile. So no one can ever start a month with more than a month and a half worth of points. So for one person, it would be 825 at the beginning of the next month. But very seldom do we have people take that many points over to the next month.
They love the food, so they end up using them.
I had another question. So the 2-bedroom starts at $47.95, and what does it go to? What's the highest?
Our largest 2-bedroom floor plan is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at 1,133 square feet. And I believe that one starts at $6,200 a month. And we do have a wait list for all of our largest 2-bedroom, 2-baths already.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have a charge for pets?
It is a one-time pet fee of $500 per pet, and it is a 2-pet maximum and a 55-pound weight limit.
Great question, Catherine. We love pets here.
We do.
That's good.
Yeah.
Does your cleaning include changing the linens?
It does not. You can always hire out for extra housekeeping services if that is something that you are in need of, but it's not included in the regular housekeeping. If you want additional housekeeping, it is $40 an hour with a half an hour minimum.
We love these questions. Keep them coming.
They're great.
This is Catherine. I have a couple of questions. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay. You were just mentioning, the one gal asked again about the pricing, and I just wanted to double check on that. What do your studios start at, and what is their size?
$3,095 a month is what our studios start at, and they are 487 square feet.
And what's the other end? 3,095 to?
It's $33.95.
And the largest, the higher price one would be what size?
They're all the same size. There are 4 of our 12 units with patios, and they are based on views. So that highest price one would be with a patio on the 4th floor. But 8 of our studios do not have patios.
Mm-hmm. And so that does answer a question. So there are 4 floors in the apartment buildings.
There are, yes.
And what about parking and carports?
So we do have a limited amount of carports, and there is an additional cost for the covered parking. It is $175 a month. All of our parking is assigned. So if you choose to take an uncovered space, you would have an assigned space, and that's included in your monthly rent.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned in passing, talking about something, you mentioned transportation, and what were you referring to?
Absolutely. We have Gus the bus, who is our Mercedes van. It's a 12-passenger Mercedes van, and we utilize Gus for a lot of activities. We do a lot of regular shopping trips. We do a lot of trips to the airport and trips to family members' homes within 10 miles. But when our bus is either not available or you have an appointment, we do have a program with Lyft from our organization where you do not pay anything. There are certain days that we cover Lyft. It's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And that's within 10 miles and back as many times as you would like. And then on other days, we just charge it to your account, but we have all of it, totally laid out for you. So you're never exchanging money. And we have an additional safety feature because we see the driver, the car, the license number, and where they're going with you. So we really like that. It gives us the opportunity to make sure you're going to where you're supposed to be going.
But everything has to be within 10 miles?
Well, no. If you go further than 10 miles, you would be charged for that on the days that we normally would pick it up. And if you go further any other day, you would obviously pick up wherever you're going to.
Right. Okay. And again, who owns Rancharrah? Is it just independent, locally independent?
So we are part of an organization called Revel that is owned by Wolf. And we currently have 9 open communities on the West Coast. We currently have 5 more under construction. Our company has been in multifamily housing for 75 years. So I will say the construction of these apartments is very, very well done and very well insulated. And, they very much know their multifamily housing type of building. So we're very happy to be a part of this organization. They have a commitment to really have a type of lifestyle, as Mark talked about, where we really are resident driven. We want to create the life that you work so hard to get to. That's really what we're all about. We want to listen to what you're looking for and try to make that happen.
And in regards to, one lady asked about the leases or the month to month, and what I think you said was that if you do some sort of a move-in special, that you have a year lease if you choose that, or you do month to month. Is that correct?
That is correct. Majority of people we originally signed up, Jeanette came in on a month to month lease. So that, and you always have that option to not choose a special and take a month to month.
Right. And the studios, if you said, I don't recall, how they're set up, what kind of kitchen.
You have really good questions. They have the full kitchen. I'm amazed because, their studios have the full kitchen, the full refrigerator, oven, stove, and they also have a washer and dryer in all of them.
Even the studios?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. And I'm a little puzzled about how the points work for eating. 500 points, to me, that doesn't sound like much, but you say most people, that goes a long way. So maybe you could just give us an example of how a breakfast works, or how much is it for lunch, that sort of thing. So how do those points, work?
Absolutely. So you actually get 550 food points a month. And the beauty of the flexible dining system is you can eat how you want, when you want. So say, for instance, you wanted oatmeal for breakfast, that would be 4 points. So you would get a receipt just like you would at a restaurant. And at the end of your meal, if you ordered coffee, which is complimentary, and then your oatmeal, it would take you from 550 points to 546 points. So
she's doing the math quick.
It would just take you down from what you had that day. So our lunches, say you ordered a Revel burger, that would be 11 points. And if you ever did need to purchase more points, you absolutely can. They are 80 cents on the dollar, essentially. So you could buy 50 more points for $40 from our business office director whenever you need it.
And so
I'm sorry. And so a dinner would be, what would you give?
Totally depends. So you can order off of the social club menu all day long. So if you want a burger for dinner, you can do that. Or if you wanted the filet, which I think is the most expensive item, I think we have on our menu, I think it's 27 points. So obviously, if you eat steak and lobster every night, your food points will not go as far as if you order a variety of things off the menu.
Right, right. I do like that open timing. That's perfect.
Allows for a lot of flexibility. And they're very generous portion sizes too. And that's why a lot of our residents don't go through all their meal points. They'll come down and have a late lunch and take their leftovers back to their apartments for their dinner, or they'll have breakfast with us and then have dinner in their for their points and use it that way. They don't normally choose to eat 3 big meals a day in our restaurant.
Sure, right.
Did you say the restaurants are open all day?
From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
And you can go anytime during the day?
You can.
Oh, okay.
And a question about the amenities in the video that you showed. There was, of course, the lovely pool, the art studio, the fitness center. I saw some people sitting around like in a game room playing games. Is there a theater at all, movie theater?
There is. So we would love to have filmed that, but we had a lot of things going on in our theater. But we do have a movie theater. There's movies every night at 7 p.m. There's matinee movies on the weekends, and our residents obviously love it. It is in use quite a bit, especially during COVID. So we do have a movie theater, and it is utilized quite a bit.
And I would like to add in there, with COVID, we've done some really great things in there. It's a 20-seat area, so we really do try to space people out. So sometimes we have to run 2 movies a day, or we have to run certain things. But just as an example, when the air balloon races were usually supposed to happen here, we did a videotape of the balloon races from the year before, and our chef prepared ham and cheese croissants and chocolate covered croissants, and we did a mimosa toast. We had a waiting list to get in to watch that. So we had to do 2 of those in our theater that day. We try to do creative things. We do some educational programs, like we use it for the Retired Living Truth series, which Jeanette and Brett Janelle do. We use that and show it in our theater for our residents that like to see it. And we're trying to teach everyone how to get on more and more Zoom education programs. So, there's a lot of opportunity for them to not just hang out.
And on that note, we do technology classes in there as well. Our executive director, Mark, that introduced himself and closed our tour, he teaches iPhone classes, and our business office director teaches Android classes. So if you have questions on technology, they're extremely educated in that category. So they can answer your questions, show you how to do different screen mirroring or photography, or answer questions on your computers or your iPads. So that's something that we make sure everybody's comfortable with too.
That's a great service. And also regarding the all-inclusive, which of course you did mention the cable and Wi-Fi and internet. Is that basic cable channels or what?
Really great question. Great question, Catherine. We have very large technology in our community, and I will tell you, our individual apartments all get their own network that is not shared with anyone else. So you have your own password, and it's very high-speed network. I think it's 100 megabits per second, if I'm saying that correct, Lauren. Yep. And then we also get 200 AT&T UVerse channels as part of your package. And that really does cover things that people have inquired about with us, such as Golf Channel and a couple of other sport things that are really important to some of our residents. So you do have an option to upgrade if you'd like. And you do have an option to go with AT&T on an in-house phone if you want to have a house phone versus just cellular. Good question.
And of course, all utilities are included.
All utilities, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Do you have pickleball courts?
We do not here on our grounds, but at the club at Rancharrah, they just opened 2 of their pickleball courts, and our residents do have an option to be a part of the club.
Do you have to pay to be a part of the club?
You do, and you have to commit for 1 year. I believe we have 13 or so memberships left for over there, and it is $350 per apartment, not per person, but you do have to commit for a year to do that.
But you do not have to pay.
I'm sorry, what was that? Catherine, I think you had a question, I'm sorry.
Is that $350 for the year or a month?
Per month, so it's $350 per month.
Wow, that's expensive pickleball.
There's lots of other amenities over there as well, though. The club is turning into a wonderful place, and they're opening just recently. So they've opened their restaurants and their bar, and they have their pickleball courts open. Their spa has opened up. Their gyms are open with limited capacity, and their fitness classes as well. So it's quite a bit. It's extra amenities over there, but they are quite nice.
Right. Well, it's available. People want to take advantage, so that's an
you don't have to. We have all that here as well. So.
Right. And you must have some sort of a basic move-in charge fee.
We do. We do have a $3,000 one-time community fee, and that is the deposit that you would put down if you reserved an apartment is $1,500 deposit, and that's refundable up until the day you get your keys to move in. And then that $1,500 goes toward that $3,000 community fee. So you wouldn't owe the $1,500 on top of $3,000. You would owe the other $1,500 to complete that $3,000 community fee.
Gotcha.
Are you giving full tours now?
We cannot take you into the community areas like our restaurants. We cannot go into the gym, but it is glass walls, so you can see everything as we go through our COVID conscious tour. We can go into our model apartments and our empty apartments to show you whichever ones you're interested in, but we are being very respectful of our resident spaces since they are still utilizing those, and we're keeping everything as clean and sanitary as possible.
You do get the full experience, Catherine, I will tell you that, but we do require that people wear masks and that we get to dictate where and how far we take you. It's just, we're very conscientious. Our residents chose at their last resident meeting to keep friends and family out of our community. So they can leave and go see their friends and family, but we do not allow friends and family into the community.
Did you say the tours do or do not include restaurants?
Well, we can show it to you, but we do not walk you through it. So we do meals in our model rooms so that we're respecting our residents and what they've asked us to do.
Oh, so you do the meals in your models?
Yes, ma'am.
I see, okay.
But you do order off the menu.
And how many square feet was the biggest 2-bedroom that you said?
1,133, and we currently do have a wait list of about 15 for that particular unit size. Good questions. And I do want to address one thing that was written to everyone about our audio, and I really want to acknowledge that right here. I'm so sorry if there were parts of our presentation that you could not hear as much as we would have liked to, but we are going to get a camera video or a microphone because we understand that there was a lot of hard times to hear us, and I apologize for that. So good comment from John and Eileen. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that as well, because I know we did another tour with Janelle's, and again, they had a recorded, which was a great tour like yours, but it was very hard to hear because you're so far away from the front. I was like, what are you saying? So I'm glad
you're helping us with our marketing. Thank you very much, all of you.
We will be upgrading our audio system after
we really
this,
appreciate it. Thank you.
And again,
I will tell. Go ahead, Catherine.
Oh, well, I just had a question quickly. You're mentioning patios. Some of the units have patios, but of course, if they're on an upper level, does that mean that then there are also balconies available? Okay.
So just so everyone knows, the only units that do not have patios are those 8 studios that I spoke about. And then our largest floor plan for our 1 bedroom has no patio. It actually has a slider door with a princess balcony. And I don't know a princess that could stand on that balcony because it's only 2 inches out, but it does give the ability to open up and get airflow through that unit. And some people don't care about a balcony and would rather have larger living and bedroom space. So those are the only 3 units here, or 2 units, pardon me, that do not have a balcony. All of them either have a 6x12 or, as the corner unit that Lauren showed, a 6x6. And those are 6x6 on the studios as well.
Right. And the 1 bedroom that you showed, that A5 floor plan, we could see the closet in the bedroom. It's a walk-in closet, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And is it set up like that master in the 2 bedroom that you showed, where it has the nice shelving and some cubbies and that sort of thing?
Correct. All of our closets have the shelving and the cupboards, and you can move the height of them because I happen to be a little bit taller than Lauren, so my clothes would be way up here and hers would be way down here.
Right.
And we have had a lot of residents actually put dressers inside of their walk-in closets to give them more space in their bedrooms, because there are a lot of them that can handle dressers in them as well.
Right. That's great. That frees up a little more bedroom space. Great. Well, thank you for all the information. It looks like a beautiful property. It'd be nice to come out and see it sometime.
Catherine, we'd love to see you. We'd love to have you all come for a tour.
I have one other question. When the apartments were constructed, did they take into account the additional electronics that everybody wants to plug in these days? Do you have a lot of outlets?
Excellent question, because yes, we do. We actually have found one little cubby hole that we're a little frustrated does not have it, but our residents have done a work through with that. Our maintenance department has come up with some creative ways, but there's a lot of plugs in our apartments. Yes, good question, Jeanette.
Good, thanks.
Any other questions?
I just thought of something else, if I can throw this out there. How many residents do you have in this facility, in this Revel, in that building?
Sure. We currently have 79 residents living here. And like Barbara mentioned, we're about 50% occupied.
Well, and I guess the question I meant to ask was, what's the capacity? So that's
Sure.
so you have, or how many apartments you have.
So, Catherine, we have 146, but 141 are really rentable. And that's a great question, because we do have 2 guest suites in our community, and we are offering those when we are not in COVID to family and friends. Also, people that are a part of our company at Revel, they do have a travel club. So when we do, again, get out of these COVID situation, people will be able to travel to other Revel communities and stay in those guest suites in other Revel communities for up to 5 days, complimentary, and also eat for free. So it's a big selling point for us. But unfortunately, right when we were getting it going, we got into this situation. So we do have the 2 guest suites, and here for family and friends, it's $100 a night, and they get to stay and they get to use all of the facilities as a guest, and they get 1 meal complimentary as part of that $100. So that was actually very popular, again, pre-COVID. The other 2 rooms or other 3 rooms are showrooms. So we have 141. As Lauren said, tomorrow we'll be at 80 residents. We have a new resident moving in tomorrow. And we are probably anticipating that we're going to be at maximum around 100 to 185 people when we're completely full. That's our best guesstimation on the ones that we have available and how many typically go in there. So, you know, anywhere from 170 probably to 185 will be what we are at max.
And what would you say your average age is?
Currently, it's 81.5. We haven't done it in a little while, so I would even venture to guess that might have gone down a little bit. We've had some younger-ish people in their 70s and early 80s come in recently. So
I believe we have ages 55 to 97.
We do. And I always say this to people, some of my 90-year-olds could kick my 60-year-olds' butts. So it's amazing.
I always ask them, what's your secret? What are you doing? Because you would never guess anyone's age here. It's amazing.
And I would like to add a little bit about our community. I just want to tell you, this is a very active and engaged community. Our community members keep us on our toes every single day. They want more activities, they want better food, they want all kinds of things, and they are very vocal about it. But we are continuously improving the service level that we have here, and we have a phenomenal staff. Our housekeeping, maintenance, our lifestyle staff, and our executive director really were voted the best in the company by the people in our company recently. We have 9 open communities, and Mark, he'll hate that I say this, but he got voted the highest in our community, and he's phenomenal. So we love what we do. Lauren and I really do not believe we get to work here every day.
That's great. And you did at some point mention community meetings, so people get to give input. So that's super. That's a very nice benefit there to be able to have input into what's happening around you.
And Catherine, I would like to add to that. Not only do they meet with Mark, our executive director, as a community, but they meet with our chef every month. They meet with our lifestyle directors every month. And they even have a maintenance men's breakfast every month where they get to talk about what works and what doesn't work. So we're really, really resident driven.
Great.
Any other questions? You guys have had great questions this morning.
And if you do have a question, you just need to click on the unmute. For those who are new to Zoom, there's an unmute icon so we can all hear you.
You can type your questions in the chat box too. We're looking at those as well.
Well, if we don't have any more questions, given we're coming up on the hour, I would just like to thank everyone for participating today. A big thank you to Lauren and Barbara. And you have such a beautiful community. Annette and I have had the privilege of being there numerous times and eating there. And yeah, it truly is a beautiful community. And while the videos are great, it doesn't do justice to how wonderful a community you have. So I would certainly encourage everybody to make a time to go and do a tour with Lauren and Barbara and say hi to Mark there. And so thank you so much, Lauren and Barbara, for putting this together for us today on behalf of everybody in the Retired Living True series. And I'm going to just stop hitting record. If anyone has any more questions, we can hang around for a few moments.